Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I'm here with Showdown, but I am playing it a little differently than the purpose of Showdown, which is obviously to climb the trophy ranks, right? What I'm trying to do here is trying to use Showdown as a replacement for live racing. Now, how do I go about doing that with a car that's obviously not one of the top choices in Showdown? Well, my strategy starts with bracketing the trophies. So what I'm doing is I'm playing the bracket game based on trophies. Now, how do you do that? Well, let's take a look here. I'm at 750 trophy here. The reason why I want to keep the trophies in this range is I want to keep it somewhere between this and 800 or 700. One thing though is that to keep it here, I have to lose periodically, right? If I go beyond 800, I start to lose a lot and I get kicked back here anyway. But if I just artificially keep it here, I am essentially enforcing a bracket of 700 or so trophies at all times, meaning if I gotta lose, I will lose to get back here. And if I can win, I will win to climb, meaning if I get low enough in the trophy, I'll climb up to 800. If I get high enough, I will go back down. Generally, what I find is I tend to be competitive, and if I'm way ahead of a guy or something, I will slow down and let him win. Why? Knocks my trophies back down. As long as I stay within this area, I find that this particular car has kind of a sweet spot, and this sweet spot is worth it to keep in the long run to keep you competitive. So yes, I lost this, but I lost on purpose. Is this always going to work out for you? No. The matchmaking for the trophy counts, obviously you're matchmaking to opponents who are in the same trophy count, which generally when the trophy count's lower are slower opponents. But that does not mean you will not run into a fast guy here and there. Remember, there are people that just built their beautiful new car and they're climbing the ranks, and you could be unlucky enough to be meeting up with that person. So here, again, I got a Cadillac, but I'm winning, right? He is going to slowly catch up towards the end, but he's not going to beat me. I can see from the gap I'm going to win. So by lowering my trophy count, even though I ran into a caddy, it's not one that is outright going to destroy me most of the time. Now, why do I want to do this in Showdown? Why not just go to live and race? Well, that's exactly why I don't want to be in live. Is live, you have the same issues, right? And it's just as hard to control. In live, you have to know the time brackets. You have to have cars that are tuned right to that bracket. You have to then find opponents that won't refuse you or fail to connect, or swappers with swap symbols who won't swap. Showdown eliminates all this. In a sense, it's a good thing. In a sense, it's a bad thing because, as we all know, he who has the one car shall rule Showdown. Okay, we know that, but they rule Showdown somewhere in the higher trophy ranges because they will get there, which means they won't rule Showdown in this trophy range because they get moved out of it very fast. But by artificially managing my trophy count, I am now able to be competitive in this trophy range under my terms with pretty decent level of control. Not perfect, okay? Again, also notice that you gain points much quicker than you lose them. So sometimes you're going to have to take a double loss to push yourself back down to competitive range. When do you know you're out of your competitive range? When you get really high trophies. Now, again, this guy looks like he's got a full elite dodge, which means I'm going to lose. Okay, the Viper's going to crush me. And that's fine because even though I'm at 750 where I want to be, taking another 25 trophy off isn't going to hurt me that much. So yes, you'll take a few extra losses, but if you're already doing poorly in live racing, your overall average of trophy gains, not trophy, what am I saying, RP gains here in this kind of competition will be just as good as struggling in live. The main advantage here, which I like in Showdown, is quick rematches. Not as quick as outright swapping, but quick enough, much, much quicker than live, where everybody's busy or you connect to four guys who can't connect to you. None of that issue here. It's much quicker, and in the long run, you'll probably get in more runs And more runs equals overall more wins, drawing a wild card, potentially than even sitting in live, particularly if you're not a swapping type. Now, does it hurt my ego a little bit to intentionally lose? Yes. But in the live lobbies, you have a lot more factors you have to understand to be successful. And here in Showdown, it's much easier. You just worry about trophy count and don't worry about the rest. Again, trophy count jumps upwards more than downwards, so it kind of debunks the idea that natural motion uses the downward to kind of suppress you from progressing. Actually, they slowly but surely want you to progress as long as you win. But the issue, of course, there is if you don't have the right card, you just can't. Okay. So as I do more and more showdowns, this idea of using Showdown to generate RP for myself becomes more and more of an idea that I can't shake. And that is why I'm sharing this idea with you guys, because I have a feeling that if I play my cards right, and depend on the showdown, of course, but if I play my cards right in stuff like this Elite Showdown where I have a maxed Trackhawk I can always use, and as long as I'm willing to, you know, bracket myself into a trophy range that I can control more or less, I can do pretty well over time with Showdown. Not being frustrated because I am not pushing for trophies, therefore the losses are needed and not as painful mentally as if you're pushing for trophies. And at the same time, it'll be quick, not relying on anybody in specific lobbies or specific person looking for them or anything like that. I can jump in, do my wild card, get my points, jump out. And quite frankly, to many of you, I think this will be a far less frustrating and almost more rewarding experience of live racing than the live lobby. The live lobby simply just has too many glitches and issues, and I really think Natural Motion need to fix that. If they made live lobby load as quick as this and matchmake as quick as this, I think I would love live way more. But as it stands, Showdown definitely has an advantage over live with speed and ability to match and get points done is very important for wild cards, and I think leveraging this as a strategy definitely should be considered by some players, especially if you only have one account, you don't know about live racing brackets, you don't like to tune. This, you basically find the max Evo tune on a maxed out car, or it's the max as you got it. Pick a bracket where you can see you're competitive. It could be as low as 300-400 or even 150 trophies, but I think you need at least over 300 to really be in a particular group. But regardless, you could be really low in the overall brackets and still be able to swap back and forth with wins and be able to do well. All right, now, so again, if my trophy count gets too high, I need to lose. So let's go ahead and take a final loss here, and then I'm going to kind of call it on this video. Now, sometimes, you know, you're going to win because, wait, what is this guy doing? I need to lose. I need to lose. Hey, I could do slow too. I could be slow. Oh, I still win. All right. Regardless, that's a special situation there. You're also going to have guys that try to wait you out. Remember those disconnectors? When you're already knowing that you got to lose some trophy points and you don't care, just jump out and jump back in. You don't have to sit there 30 minutes. So again, ultimately, you're going to win. You're going to get more races in quickly than sometimes you can in live. Obviously, if you have people you swap with all the time, that ultimately may still be more efficient than this, but this does allow you to be somewhat competitive. Looks like my trophy count didn't kick in. Maybe he disconnected. All right. So that's my idea. Let me know what you think of this idea of leveraging trophy brackets in Showdown as a way to generate RP. It's a strategic decision on your part. So this is not playing Showdown the way Showdown should be played, which is always going for the maximum trophy counts. All right, looks like I can't connect right now, so I'm going to jump back out to lobby anyway and then jump back in and then go from there. All right. Let me know what you think. I'm curious about your thoughts on this, and certainly your input is important to me. If you like this video, though, leave a like. And if you like my harebrained ideas, subscribe so you can get notifications when I put up new videos. And as always, thank you for watching my videos. I'll catch you next time.